Checking in with us is SU Senior Scholar Athlete of the Year, Ian Siew of the men's tennis team. Ian, you've had a fantastic career here at
Thank you.
SU.
Thank you.
You were a six-time All CAC honoree, and maybe the coup de grace of your career so far is in the fall. You and your partner Alec Angrady were ITA regional champions in doubles and went on to the ITA Cup. Take me through that experience when you were competing on that level in such a maybe a more regional, more intense stage than maybe the typical spring season.
So this is one of the great opportunities which we have is to be able to play in this fall tournament, and it's really great to be able to go out there and see other schools which we would not play during the spring semester. So in the fall, we get to play a lot of other teams in this big tournament, and it's really great to just be able to hang out there with my teammates and have fun, play some matches. And like I remember this one scenario where like we were close to the end of the match, and I was like, it was a stressful time because I was like, wasn't sure like I was going to be able to pull out the right shots or anything, but like just that experience in general helped me to just stay cool and stay calm and to go through like what I've been training for. And it was just a wonderful time. Like all the excitement after that, to realize like I'm an All American now. Like that's something to be extremely thankful for. It's a really great experience, really great time, just to go through that, and then after that to be able to go to Georgia to play in the ITA Cup as well. That's just it's a huge blessing and something to be extremely thankful for. To have that experience to go over to another state and compete against all the other regional winners from around the country. That was just really awesome. It's a really great time to enjoy that.
Moving on to the spring season, you guys had a good momentum. You and Alec won the Seagull Open as a doubles tandem, and then in your seven matches so far in the spring season, you were playing well, undefeated in doubles play. You had a winning record in singles play. Playing in number two singles as against some tough opponents, especially early on in the year. But then everyone knows COVID happened. What was your feelings like when the season stopped and then you realized you had to kind of go home and reassess everything?
Yeah, that was very unfortunate. I remember talking to a lot of my teammates too. Like after when we just found out everything was happening, we are like, oh man, this really sucks. Like, what do we do now? We can't play anymore for the rest of the season. And like part of me is like, yeah, true, it sucks, but for the part, I'm still thankful for like matches we were able to play and how like the fact that playing in a sport is like a privilege, it's not a right. That's something which my coach emphasized all the time. I think it's very important that even though true is we were not able to play all of our matches and we had this cut short in mid March, we still had matches to play. We still had a winning record. We still did well. Still finished naturally. Me and my partner finished I think eighth or ninth in the nation for doubles. It's really great to have the opportunity to play that at that level, play against all these good teams. And of course, it sucks. And of course, we all wish that this had not happened, but it did happen. And can't mourn about that. That doesn't help us at all. We just gotta move on, worry about days of our life.
Um, what have you been doing to keep busy during the quarantine and the stay-at-home kind of orders that have been going on in Maryland?
So far, I've just been trying to get out and play some tennis with my friends when I can. Otherwise, I'm staying home, play some video games. There's not a whole bunch I can do. Teaching a few kids who I know a little bit of tennis. Find some opportunities there to make some money. And overall, just trying to focus on the next year.
So let's talk about this next year. You are a geography major you're on the atmospheric science track, double minor as well. What are some of your plans for the future once you're done at SU?
Currently, my hope is after I'm done to be able to go to grad school, pursuing my meteorology degree. At some point, I would like to study weather for the rest of my life. That's kind of the hope. It's a dream which I've had since I was young. I always loved weather. I loved looking at clouds or storms or whatever it may be. And at that point, I also do want to try storm chasing, or maybe like one semester in the spring. I think that'd be really cool and really awesome to see how people do that. And just get a glimpse of that is definitely something which is a huge something on my bucket list for sure. Yeah.
what kind of drew you to meteorology growing up? Like what made you so fascinated and wanted to pursue that kind of track?
I'd say that most likely this started when I was really young. I remember Hurricane Isabel was something which really started me. I remember as a kid just looking out the window, I could see the trees like swaying back and forth. I was like, it's so powerful and so majestic. It's like, wow, this is like really awesome. And another time I woke up this morning, looked out the window, because like there were curtains out, so I like drew the curtains away, and there was just like a cloud of like dust like moving around, like moving like spinning around outside my house. I didn't know what it was, but then I found out later on that there was a tornado which I think struck my house
Oh wow.
and knocked down like the neighbor's tree and like it fell on his house. So I was like, wow, like the fact that like my house was completely fine with like a few like little bit of the roof like tore off, that was it. Like that's just something which like maybe want to study like why this is so powerful, why does it work. So since then I just love weather.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Try to be the next storm chaser up on
Yeah,
the Weather
maybe,
Channel.
maybe we'll see.
That'd be awesome. Let's talk about a little bit about your campus involvement. You're involved in Crew, which is
Yes.
a campus organization. Tell me a little bit about that.
So Crew is a Christian organization, and so we do events, and we get speakers, pastors from local churches to come and speak on campus, and it's a really great thing to be able to, instead of focusing on tennis and school for a while, be able to get away from that, hang out with friends, and to basically our goal is to reach people on campus and tell them about the good news of Jesus Christ. And this is something which is very unpopular in a lot of ways. There's unfortunately, a lot of stereotypes about Christianity, and so it's our goal to try to spread the love of Jesus Christ and to be able to tell others that it's not what everyone thinks, and there's a lot of hope there, which people are missing out. So we do things on Thursday nights, we do things on the weekends, we go to like bowling or watch a movie, just hang out, and then Thursday nights we have a speaker come in, sing a few songs, get a message, we do a game. And so I was on leadership with that, and so I would help plan these events and plan for who's going to speak and stuff like that.
That's awesome. That is really awesome.
Thank you.
Let's talk about go back to the tennis court a little bit. What was maybe one of your favorite memories, maybe on or off the court, of being involved at SU tennis?
I just think fondly to all the long band rides, just going to matches when we travel away. Though it's a small thing to think of, like, oh, like what about this like magical moment on the court? That's always fun, but it's the little things of just hang out with your friends, hang out with your teammates, just building strong friendships, just laughter together, having fun. Like that's one of the most amazing things I remember so many times we're just doing that. We're just like talking about like different things, from like I don't know, it varies from random stuff to
Right.
like just to, like teammates. It's all just a great time to hang out. Definitely band rides, so like staying hotels too, just hanging out. So much fun.
If you could give maybe somebody looking at SU or looking at the tennis program a reason why they should become a student athlete here at SU, what would it be?
I'd say one of the best things that I found is just the community and the bonds that we've formed as teammates. And the college experience wouldn't be the same if I hadn't had teammates. So I didn't have people who I knew like I could just count on them to make friends with and to have fun. And just like the community which we built together as a team is just something which is so incredible. I'm so thankful for that. I think if there's anyone out there who's unsure about, do you want to play tennis at a school, any school, Salisbury, doesn't matter where it is, it's all about that, building those friendships and you're having fun while playing the sport that you love. And there's nothing better than that, honestly. That's up there. That's up there. Just be able to have fun and to talk to other people who understand what you're going through, to play with other people on the court, people who you know, to be able to do that for 4 years. That's incredible. That's incredible, honestly.
As we wrap up, you want to give any shout outs to anybody out there, any family, friends, anything like that?
Honestly, two of my teammates who really helped me out were actually was more than that, but two people I can think of right now is someone who I know for a long time, which is Pat McLean. I've played with him for a long time. Also Matt Ryan, who I've also known for a long time too. Just playing with these people, they shaped my life a lot too. Before I started playing with Alec, who's honestly a great doubles partner. Shout out to him if he sees this too. Um, also, my girlfriend, Angela, can't forget her. Yeah, and also to my parents as well, who taught me so much about tennis and helped me before I got to college with just everything. So thankful for them as well.
All right, Ian, thank you for taking the time to talk to me, and good luck. And hopefully, maybe we'll see you in the future for back in the tennis courts. But I'm sure you'll be around a lot in the future.
Yes, awesome. Thank you very much.